Hello folks, and welcome to another Richard Head Longbows video, the channel that helps you make bows and arrows. And one of the things that's important in our business is working with, well, other suppliers and other businesses. Otherwise, well, we can't run our business without other people. And one of those people is the very nice lady in my post office, where I take all the goods and things that go off to you in the post from our catalogue. And she bought me this, which is very kind of her. Hello, I'm sure you're watching. From I think it was a charity shop or a bookshop. I can't quite remember. Anyway, it's what the beginner needs to know about archery. And it's actually got a little stamp on there from Lillywhites, which is a sports supplier. We're going to have a look through this book now together, me and you, well, and him.
Yeah.
And see what we make of it.
Yeah, and Lillywhites was a shop in London established in the 1800s, and it still exists. But
he used to go there.
Not as an archery store, but it's still a sports shop. So if you want to buy some trainers,
they got him to cut the ribbon when they opened it.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to have a look through this now. So have you seen this before?
I'm not sure whether I've got a copy. I might have one amongst the collection, but certainly haven't seen it for a long time.
You're probably given it when they opened.
Yes.
I bet you were there.
They dished one out to everyone. We had to queue round the block to get one.
I mean, this is actually interesting. I mean, this must be something that Ayres produced, and Lillywhites have presumably issued with some, and they've stuck their sort of sticker on, and almost looks like a sort of wax seal or something as well.
Oh, that's what they did in the old days.
In the old days, in case the gum didn't work.
Your stamp on it.
What have we got then? Some archery terms, the bow and arrow.
Useful to know which is which.
It is, yes. The arrow's this shorter one here.
That's the one.
And these are the bows.
That's the ones.
So
don't make fun of this.
I'm not making... No, I'm serious as I possibly can about this.
Anyway, what we're interested in is bows. Look, the choice of bows. Flat bow.
That's that one.
A flat bow. That looks like a flat bow, yeah.
Self tips.
Modification of American Indian bow. Shorter than the longbow, okay. Blah, 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 blah. Then the longbow is traditional English bow, stirrup shaped. We call it D shape, D section.
Stirrup.
No, same thing, yeah.
I don't think you're allowed to use the word stirrup anymore.
Probably banned.
You'll probably have to blank that on YouTube.
Makes so.
You say stirrup.
Here we go. Choice of wood. Principally lemon wood or digame. That's what we've got.
We'll be showing you some of that in a minute.
Really dense stuff.
And
you. Okay. Practice purposes, boys will select one of the less expensive woods.
Don't use you, kids.
Oh.
And the arrow.
The name of Ayres on a bow is a guarantee that whatever model you choose, construction and craftsmanship is as good as can possibly be.
I think this might be a secret advert for Ayres, this, with the word Ayres printed on every page.
Naturally.
I think that's what we're...
What have we got next?
Ooh, how to choose your bow. Choice of length. A useful guide to correct bow length is the height of the user. Use the following table. Archer's height, 5 foot. Longbow length, 5 foot. Flatbow length, 5 foot. I'm glad they've written this down.
Sounds good.
Because you might need to refer to this in the future.
It changes a bit later on.
5'3", 5'6".
There we go.
For longbow, but 5'3".
For flatbow.
5'6" high. 5'6" for a longbow, 5'3". Still 5'3". Doesn't change. Those people around that up there. 5'8". 6. Wow.
6 foot.
Really going up there. They've jumped up 4. But blimey. Youths and children's.
Okay, yeah. Well,
youths, no matter what, 5 foot. And children 4 to 4.6.
Okay, that's good.
You just haven't got a choice.
Here's the important bit now.
Bows. Choice of pulling weight.
Yeah,
we don't say pulling weight anymore.
No.
Unless you are at one of those pubs where you've got to wee up a wall. Then you might.
Then you've got to wait.
Then you got. Okay, the weight of bow refers to the amount of pull bowyer required on the string to extend the bow fully to the length of the arrow. Oh, well, that's very interesting. So they're suggesting that draw weight is however far you're drawing back the arrow, as long as you're fully drawing the arrow.
Good.
Which is sort of a bit vague. But anyway, this pull is measured in pounds, unless you don't like us using old money. Beginners tend to choose a bow which is too heavy. They do. A rough reckoning is as follows, but please be guided by the advice of your dealer. Yes, never. Always check with your dealer that you're getting the right weight, kids. So I don't think you're allowed to mention that on YouTube either.
Not dealer.
No,
it's all changed now, isn't it? You can't say anything.
Gentlemen,
Bring back the old days, I say.
that's
Okay, where we
that's
get
what
to?
we're doing. Gentlemen, pulling weight
30.
30 to 40 pounds.
Mm.
Ladies, 20 to 30 pounds. Youths, 18 to 24. Children, 9 to 15.
Excellent.
I know. Wow, that's gosh. Marking the bows, innovation shortly to be introduced by Ayres. Ooh, which actually looks very similar to the Slazenger
It does.
logo thing as well. So I don't know how long Ayres had exclusive rights to this. Indicating length. So we got, presumably we got length of draw length 25, and then we got the length of the bow 5'3", and then 30 pounds in this little weight symbol.
Yeah.
That's quite sweet,
Good,
isn't it?
isn't it?
Nowadays, everyone scrawls everything on their bows in pen, and they write about 100 different draw lengths and draw weights for some strange reason, just to confuse people. Because this bow will suit everyone, whether you're a youth, a children, or a lady, or a gentleman.
Just because we've written it on.
Because we've written it on it, yeah. Arrows, choice of wood. As with bows, is usually advisable for practice purposes. Use arrows are less expensive woods and finishes. Like those Chinese arrows we reviewed.
Yeah, oh yes.
Which you can watch the video about how great they are. Again, be guided by your dealer who can tell you which of the various Ayres arrows will be best for your purpose. Oh, so they're still suggesting you use Ayres, which the best that could possibly be.
Naturally.
But the cheaper Ayres, I suppose, is what they mean. So there's arrows, choice of length. We've got bow length and what the arrow length should be. So the correct arrow length is determined by the length of the bow which it will be used. The following table shows the proper equivalence. So if you're 5'9" to 6 foot, no, your bow is, then you want a 28-inch arrow. Which,
And I think back in the day, back in Victorian times, they made arrows, and they were 28 inches for a man. So if you had longer arms, you just had to adjust.
That was the standard sort of length.
It was, yeah.
'Cause, I mean, that's the maximum they're suggesting.
Yeah, and I think
from 20 to 28.
And I think Howard Hill was capable of much longer draw length than he used, but he adjusted his style to a shorter arrow. Might be proved wrong on that, but vaguely that's what I remember.
Well, this is going on YouTube, so we will be proved wrong,
I'm sure,
about absolutely everything that we're saying, even the accurate items that are in this book. What else do we need? What is the minimum equipment necessary for a beginner? Well, frankly, people do without all these things now. I've known lots of people who come along with blood on their hands and arms and bruises because they don't care. But yes, I would have said those are fairly essentials.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Bracer or arm guard, as they've got there. Shooting tab, that's quite an old style tab. It's sort of wide V.
Yeah, we got some of those.
Yeah, we got some originals of those. We still sell those. we've scrawled out Ayres off them and are selling those. These old style quivers. We did have some of these made, actually. I might find if you're watching the video, you might see a picture now of one of those. Quiver and belt. How to string and unstring your bow. This is what I find interesting. Did you used to look like that? Is this what you used to wear?
I had a haircut like that, yeah.
You did? You had hair?
Yeah, I did at one time. I had those baggy trousers.
Look,
and that shirt.
I mean, this is a photo, but look at his arms. Aren't they long? They didn't have AI back then, but I swear that's...
Everyone had long arms then.
Everyone...
They've seemed to have shrunk now. I think it's what they put in the food, the additives. Shrink your arms. You got long bodies, but they're short arms now.
So you use the computer. You need arms that long.
Anyway, we know all about that.
We do, yes, we do. But they're showing that.
Oh, they
I think
show the
that's
bowyer's
Longbow.
knot.
They are showing,
knot.
yeah, or timber hitch. But yes, he's showing the flat bow, which I think that's that side knot.
Not the flatbows.
Is
one,
that
no.
not? Well, that one just looks like it is. It's just a bit
I
odd.
don't think so.
But anyway, there we are.
That's the photo.
Perhaps it's just a photo. Yeah, that's interesting. Oh, there he is again. Oh, he's a very handsome chap, isn't he? Look at him.
He's good.
Is that Mr. Ayres, do you think? Is he long dead by then? When do we think this book is from,
No,
in all seriousness?
That's Lily White.
Do you think that's Lily
That's
White?
Mr. Lily White.
Mr. Lily White. He does look quite Lily White. I wonder how he talks. Hello. I'm Lily White. Welcome to my shop. Do you think he talks like that?
More.
Hello. I'm to make bows and arrows.
Not in Piccadilly in London. No.
Hello. Welcome to Lily White's 38622. Yes. Yeah. How to hold the bow and arrow.
Yeah, that's useful.
So again, they're showing, I think, presumably longbow. A bit hard to tell from the photos, and then a flat bow. There, by the looks of it.
Yeah.
So they're showing both,
but that's
both
good
grips.
position. Hand down there, not finger cocked
not
up.
finger. People usually put their finger all out here for some reason, and yeah, that's good photos. And the stance, preparing to shoot. You have to stand like that. Everyone should be standing like that. In fact, when you're waiting for a bus, you can practice preparing to shoot. Any moment that you've got
there
spare.
a long time waiting for the bus.
Holding the bow and arrow at the bus stop. Don't carry the equipment with you. You can just simulate this
You can't
position.
carry a knife anymore, but you can carry a bow and arrow.
Yeah,
around.
there's no law. There's no yet. So please don't start turning up at the bus stop saying Richard Ed Longbow suggested that I hang around waiting for the
Practicing
bus.
my
Practicing my stance. So drawing and aiming. So we're going on to that
good.
there.
Oh,
Oh,
there he
look at
goes.
him there. Hello, yes, here I am, drawing and aiming. That's me. Look at it. Look at these trousers. Look at that. They're above his belly button. Surely. Wow. Pressed crease.
Standards have slipped, haven't they?
Standards have slipped.
They really have.
And waistline.
Yeah.
I mean, without doubt. Look at that. How to loose
he's
an
good.
arrow. Before. After.
Can you tell the difference?
No.
Is it one of these
It's
trick
a spot,
photos?
Spot
It's
the difference. Can you spot the arrow? Prizes to 38629. Oh, it does say before and after.
Of course it does.
I didn't realise it said
Oh.
that. Oh, I just assumed from these excellent photos that was the before and after. And it does actually say before and after.
Just in case you weren't sure.
Note how the bowstring touches the nose. Also position of right hand against chin, and how shooting position is held after loosing. He's holding that since the 50s, I'll wager.
At the bus stop.
At the bus stop. It's a popular song. Holding you loose at the bus stop. Where and how to practice. Having bought your equipment, you'll now want to learn how to use it. Please don't do that, everybody. Please do this the other way round. Please find out where to shoot first and go there.
Yeah,
Don't
but
just
even then, look, seek. That's good old-fashioned
That
word.
is.
Seek your nearest archery club and join it.
Yes.
And that's what people are saying now on Facebook and all the rest
Well,
of
it's
it.
finally caught
I've bought
on.
all this equipment.
Yeah.
I want to go and shoot it. I said, no, don't do that. Join an archery club.
Join a club. Yeah. And what are they recommending here? Go to your nearest club, sports dealer would like to be able to help you. If you have any difficulty, write to the archery department of Ayres Sports Goods Limited, Lawrence Putney, London, EC4. Look at that. There was only 6 houses in London
There'll
then.
be loads of people writing there.
Yeah, everybody. Bombard whoever this is with post. I don't think anything is going to get to EC4. I strongly suspect that doesn't exist anymore. But anyway, I wonder what EC4 was. East Cheam 4. And they will be forwarded to the next... Okay, there's not a club within easy distance and may be able to find a local farmer who would be willing to let you make use of an open field, preferably with short grass. Failing that, you may be able to set up a target in a garden. For this, we'll need a minimum range of 10 yards, preferably more. Yeah, I'd say preferably a lot more. Get a piece of tarpaulin or heavy canvas and sling it over a rope between two poles so that it hangs loosely and just touches the ground. Make sure the canvas projects well above, below, and to the side of the target. Yeah, not just immediately behind the target. In this way, you'll be able to shoot at comparatively short range without damaging your arrows in the event of a miss. Shooting at close range makes excellent loosing practice. Yes, the whole point of putting stuff behind the target is just to not damage your arrows, for no other reason. Watch your arrows closely when shooting at low angles. Arrows can snake into very short grass and be completely hidden. Finally, remember that arrows can be dangerous, so here we are. Be careful when shooting in confined spaces not to loose arrows except towards the target so you can see where they are going.
Good idea.
Not a lot about don't shoot at people, but that's, I can't say that on YouTube. Point an arrow somewhere near someone. A method of scoring. Oh, well, we'll actually be going on to targets, so if you do want to subscribe and all that stuff, we will be having a look at some old targets from back in the day. I think you probably picked one up, did you, in the 1800s?
Got one, yeah.
In Great Britain, the York rounds, the standard rounds, or the junior American round. The Colombian round. I think we're back to our weights and measures again. Okay. Care of tackle and habits to avoid.
Oh, right, okay.
Always unstring your bow after shooting and give it a good rub with a dry cloth. The same applies to your arrows. Keep them in a dry place with mothballs in the vicinity, as moths like feathers.
Do.
Keep your arm guard and shooting tab polished. I bet no one does that. And your string well waxed with beeswax. This prevents fraying. Habits to avoid. Dropping left or right hand during loose, especially if you're waiting at your bus stop.
Exactly.
And you be careful. You might get picked up then if you're dropping your left or right hand at a bus stop. Allowing arrows to move forward from the chin before loose. That sort of makes sense. Jerking the string back at the loose. Allowing left arm to bend. This is all very suggesting that you're right-handed, isn't it?
Everyone was right-handed then. They
Those
forced
extra long arms.
They forced left-handed people to be right-handed back in those,
did.
days.
With the stick, the left-handed stick. Drawing the bow with an arrow or blah, 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 blah. Don't lay the bow on damp grass in that field that farmer's let you use. Don't aim your arrow at people, even in fun. It's fun, kids. If you have an arrow on the string and you're not shooting, keep it pointing at the ground. Don't ruffle the feathers on the arrow. Don't lend your bow to other people. Usually broken bows result. Take note, everybody.
Absolutely.
Don't shoot needlessly at animals or birds. So only do it if you have need. And then you're all right.
You're hungry.
Yes. Or you're in a farmer's field. You happen to see a cow wandering around, spare cow. Please don't shoot at anything. Anybody listening to this, do not shoot at anything. Right, there you are. So then the advert for Ayres, the instruction and equipment dealt with in his book, is especially and primarily designed for beginners of both sexes and all ages. Good shooting with the bow depends a great deal on individual archer's enthusiasm and determination to be a first-class shot. As the archer improves, he or she will find the need for equipment more suited to a higher standard of shooting. Ayres manufacture a range of archery equipment to cover every individual's needs, from the rawest beginner to the expert who requires the finest tournament models. All equipment is made to the highest standard by British designers and craftsmen. Tournament bows, both flat and long, are made with precision and care from the finest woods available and are subject to the most rigorous tests. The same skill and care is applied to arrows for tournament purposes, which are made from selected woods and come to the archer in matched sets, ensuring that every arrow in the set flies exactly the same manner. This gives extreme accuracy and reliability in performance. Available only from sports dealers.
Good.
Which would be Lillywhites. There you are, Ayres Sports Good. Lawrence Putney Hill, London. Ecky Thump 4, or wherever it was. East Cheam. Look at that.
Brilliant. I'm sure we've got a load more of these book leaflet things we can go through as well.
Yeah, if people want to see us go through books,
See it in a serious manner.
please, yes, in the serious manner that you just saw, please put in the comments below, I'd like to see you go through more books in a serious manner. It's great. Thumbs up. There you are. So we'll cut to us looking through the book.
Right.
So this is now us after having looked through the book.
Oh, when are we going to look through the book?
Well, after we've done this, because we're
right.
going to set the camera up differently.
Okay.
There's no point doing it, taking the camera down, setting it up, and recap.
Okay.
We're still filming this
Yeah,
bit.
they'll see all
We'll
this.
put this in the outtakes.
This is how
Explaining to me dad.
This is how professional it is. Yeah, they're good. They're good. These videos.
Yeah, quality, not quantity. Or was it the other way around? Yeah. So anyway, there you are. That was quite interesting, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Fascinating little book.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
we do actually, as we probably mentioned, we have a few things from Ayres.
Yes.
What have we got?
Yeah. Well, in the booklet, they mentioned 2 types of bows.
They do.
Which was what Ayres made. The flat bow, which is like this. So flat section, very flat. And if any of you watch the old black and white Robin Hood films,
Like what we
on
have.
the television,
Made to watch it, I was.
Robin used a bow like this. Not a longbow, obviously, but no one knew any better back in the black and white days. It's hopeless. So they made these flat bow, and when I learnt archery back in
1800s.
the olden days, I learnt on one of these.
You did.
Yeah. They also, of course, in the book, made longbows, and this is a longbow with the D section. Would have had horn knocks on the end. They've come off. The glues tended to be not particularly waterproof, so they've lost the knocks. So it's a bow we've yet to refurbish.
Underwater archery was popular back then,
Refurbish. So this is very lightweight, 18-pound draw weight, so a child's or very light lady's bow.
And this is actually an Ayres, come from the Ayres
That's
factory.
got Ayres marked on it.
It's written, it is written on it. I'll do some close-ups to show you that.
There's another one there. That's slightly heavier, 28 pounds draw weight. Again, missing its knocks, so we've got to refurbish that one. And a while ago, we were approached by someone who was clearing out Ayres factory. So we went up to London, hired a van, went up to London, and picked up a lot of staves. And these are digame. A lot of wood is for bows is now just called lemon wood, but this was the original digame that is no longer obtainable. It's very, very dense, same colour as lemon wood, and that's what these bows would have been made from. And these are the pieces they would have used. Short piece, obviously, for junior bow, and then some 6-foot staves for heavier weight bows, and either a flat bow or working them up into a longbow.
I mean, we literally were the last people in the factory. The place had sort of pretty much turned into a squat. They had to get the people out.
Yeah.
So when we went there with this guy who'd been, consigned with sort of dealing with the distribution of what was left of the factory, they re-put doors on with great big locks. And when we were taken through the factory, we didn't even use the original doors. There was holes that had been smashed into the walls, and we were crawling through holes in the walls in the old factory, and found all sorts of, different woods, but a majority. I can't remember. It was almost a room full of just this.
Yes. So we bought hundreds. We got hundreds.
Yeah.
Hundreds of these.
Yeah. It was an eerie thing to be going through an old factory that used to make bows. Because one day that's going to happen here.
Really?
Yes, someone will squat
Someone's going
in
to
here.
Really? And but some of the squatters actually burnt some of this to keep themselves warm.
Yeah.
Couldn't believe it.
Yeah,
They didn't realise it was worth lots of
money. No, they were literally squatting in a place full of gold. Lemonwood gold.
Idiots. Anyway.
So that's Ayres, and the wonderful what the beginner needs to know about archery. We certainly needed to know all of that. And the wonderful world of Ayres.
Yeah.
So there we are.
And that was the days when it was all very, very simple, very basic.
Yeah. Children were still
not-
going up chimneys.
Not high tech like it is now.
People were dying of scrofula, the plock,
The plague,
and that.
whatever it is.
Consumption, diphtheria, rickets. A great time to be alive.
It was good in them days.
Yeah, those were the days, Dad.
I know.
Who'd live now? Anyway, well, I hope you enjoyed that trip down memory lane.
Yeah, that's good.
And thank you again to the lovely lady who came with this. I won't say her name because I don't want to embarrass her too much. But thank you very much for that and inspiring this video.
Brilliant.
If you enjoyed that, please do like and subscribe and all those lovely things. And we'll probably see you in the comments where you'll say we got everything wrong. See you next time. Bye.
Cheers.